Hi everyone, I'm Dawn. Today in this video I'm going to show you how to attach your shell to your nightlight fixture. This is after trying multiple ways and multiple materials. I finally found something that works best for me and it makes the process easier for me, so I'd like to share it with you. There are other ways to do this, other materials used, but this is what works for me. So I hope I can help. These are great gifts. They're fun to make and they are very functional. At the end of the video, I'm going to show you what one looks like lit up. You might not be able to see it that great because it's not dark. I did post, made a post showing a room dark and then with the light on, so that you could see how functional and how well these really do work. So let's get started. The materials that you're going to need are your decorated shell. I'm not going to show you how to decorate the shell. This is just solely to be able to show you how to attach it. But your decorated shell, this is a 4-inch shell, 4-inch shell. That's what I use, 4-inch shell. But I have also used a 3-inch shell and they work great. They're cute, they're smaller. Here's the size difference, but a 3-inch shell works and a 4-inch shell works. So you're going to need your shell. You're going to need the light fixture. Okay, it comes with the extender. You need to get the extender, and what you're going to do is you're going to pop this extender on. But you need to buy the ones with the extenders. I think they come like 10 or 12 in a pack. I got them from Amazon. You're going to need that. You're going to need some type of glue or bonding glue. You can use E6000, which I've used. You can use the JB Super Weld. It comes in a tube and it's got this little UV light at the end. It's a curing glue that works really good. And I've recently started using, which I love, is the UV bonding resin. And it comes like this, and it comes with this little UV pen. This is fantastic. This is what I've been using. And then you're gonna need regular resin. This is the brand I use. I love it. I have no reason to change. I love this. You're going to need a UV light. So before we get started, let me just explain to you. The glue is used to just put the shell in place on the fixture so that you can then secure it with regular resin. So the E6000, I used it for a little bit, but I have to tell you, it took too long for the shell to adhere. It required me to hold it for about 20 to 25 minutes per shell until it adhered. And that's what I did, but you know, it works, but I'm not using this anymore. Now the JB Weld works great. It's $12 or $13 for this tube. It works great. You squirt it on and then it cures in like, I don't know, 5 to 10 seconds. Works really good, but this little tube is pretty expensive. But that does work. I recommend that. But then I tried this UV bonding resin. Like I said, it comes with this little curing light. It adheres and bonds in like 5 seconds. So after I adhere my light fixture, my shell to my light fixture, then I go in with the regular resin and secure it. Some people say, well, if this bonding agent is, you know, a UV resin and it cures, you know, why use both? For me, this is just bonding it on there, and then I build up around the fixture with the regular resin because I know that this holds. This is what I use for my wine stoppers too. So you can choose to just use this and not this, or as I do, use both. Like I said, I feel like it gives a more secure fit. A more secure hold. I've had people that have my Nightlights and they have absolutely no problem with them. So I am going to continue to do this process. Like I said, what I'm showing you, this is what works for me. One other thing I wanted to say, some people ask about painting the shells for the Nightlights. I paint the front of the shell and the back of the shell. If I do one coat and it's streaky, I do a second coat of chalk paint, one coat on the front. It does not diffuse the light at all. I find that if I don't paint the shell, I don't like the way the image comes through. I don't like the way it looks. And painting it with 2 coats on the back has not diffused the function of it at all. When you use these Nightlights, they are a great decoration. The image is beautiful. At night, when you light it, the image doesn't show up as it does like this, but at night, you have your nightlight on. I mean, you really don't need to see the image. That's how I look at it, but it still looks great. But I just wanted to let you know that some people question about the paint, you know, not letting the light come through, but it most certainly does. And the functionality of this is fantastic. So, okay, so here's what we're gonna do. I'm going to show you exactly where to place the shell. And again, what I'm showing you is what works for me. Okay, so I've got my fixture, I've popped the extender on it, and where I'm going to put the shell is I'm actually gonna set it right on top of the switch. Okay, so it's going to sit just like that. Not up here, just like that, right on the switch. So I normally wear gloves. I just didn't grab any, but this is really going to touch my hands. So, okay, so I'm going to take my UV bonding resin and my little pen that comes with it, and I'm going to place the shell on the switch. I'm just going to make sure that the switch does work, make sure there's no nubbies on there that will prevent it from working. And then also too, we're going to try not to get any resin down in there or else it's going to stick and then you're going to have to throw this away. But it's really not going to get near it at all. So I'm going to place it on my switch, just like this. And then I'm going to hold it in place. And I'm going to apply the bonding resin or whatever glue you choose to use right in here, up top, and around the other side. So in 3 spots. So I'm going to, holding it in place, I'm going to squirt the resin, the bonding resin. I'm going to use my light. It's about 5 seconds worth. Then I'm going to put it in the front. You don't need that much. I put a little too much. And then I'm going to hit it again. This stuff works fantastic. And then I'm going to do it along the other side. And I'm going to and there you go. It's stuck on there. It's cured. Actually, it's a little sticky. Just do it a little more. And then down in that little groove there, you know, some people say, oh, it's not going to cure. With the pen, it will because you can get in there. I'm going to add a little bit down in the groove. And I'm going to hit it with the light. And then the other side. And I'm going to hit it with the light. And there you have it. It's as easy as that. I'm telling you, this stuff works beautifully. It's easy to handle. It could get a little tricky, you know, having to hold it. But once you get it in spot, just hold on to it and it cures very quickly. And the switch still works. Okay, so now, usually I let this sit for a little bit. I do my others. And then once I have them all done, then we do the regular resin process. So I get my light, I get my regular UV resin. And if anyone has ever done wine stoppers, this is exactly the way you do wine stoppers. You build up the resin on the side. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add this regular resin to the side. And I'm gonna hit it with the light, you know, roll it around a little bit. Then I'm gonna do it again up top. I would imagine that pen might work. I'm just not quite sure how strong that is, if it works for this. So I just do it this way. And then I'm going to add it again to this side. And then I'm going to let it sit probably for about 3 minutes. And after the 3 minutes is up, then I'll build it around again, maybe another time, just to be secure. Like I said, some people say, well, if this is already a resin, why are you using this too? For me, this is bonding, gluing down, and then this for me is securing it, and I'd rather be safe than sorry. So if anyone has any questions, you can always DM me. I mean, I hope these videos help. I try to do them with the way I like to be shown things. So this is going to need more time, but I just wanted to show you. That's what it looks like. So now I'm going to build it up again. Once this, I'll put it under again. I'm going to add the regular resin to there, to that top, and to the other side. And then I'll cure it 3 minutes each go around. And then there you have it, a beautiful nightlight. So what I want to show you is, again, what it looks like lit up. Now, I need to shut the shades to see if it makes a difference. Wow, you can't really see, but it gives off so much light. It is a perfect little night light. And it is light in the dark. The image doesn't show as clear, but that is with 2 coats of chalk paint on the back. So they are very functional. One more thing, the lights, the bulbs that I get are these bulbs. I get them from Amazon. They're LED, C7 120 volt LED bulb on Amazon. They're not expensive, but they do not get hot. Some people ask if it, you know, causes any kind of problems with the resin that's on the shell. They don't get hot, so no. I guess you can use any kind of bulb, but these are the ones that I've been using. And some people also ask if they can resin the back of the shell. You can. I don't. I just leave it painted, but you can if you want. But yeah, there you have it. There's your night lights. Go try some. It is such a fun project. They make great gifts. And like I said, they're very, very functional. So I hope this helped. And thanks for watching. Happy decoupaging.